We are jumping into the Wayback Machine to the early 1800s to a hustling, bustling canal town called Roscoe Village. And you know what? It's the same way now as it was back then. And it's just a one-tank trip away.
They had to use quill pens because they didn't have pens or pencils yet.
Just south of Canton in the city of Coshocton is a beautifully restored Ohio canal town called Roscoe Village.
Definitely, if you haven't seen it before, you've got to come. It's like stepping into another world.
First canal boat arrived in August of 1830. It ignited Roscoe's prosperity and many businesses thrived, including the blacksmith, a general store, a local hotel, as well as many specialty shops.
You know, every town in Ohio had harness shops because it was a horse-drawn world. You know, a friend of mine's great-grandfather had a shoe repair shop right here on the street somewhere.
In the early 1900s, the railroads all but put an end to many canal towns, including Roscoe Village. But in 1960, a local industrialist named Edward Montgomery purchased many of the original buildings and thus began the restoration. Today, Roscoe Village serves as a living history museum of what life used to be like in the early 1800s.
You can't make a broom in a day.
We're dipping candle wick into hot wax and then into water to set it. Each time we do the dip, we dip it into the water again.
So cut the hole with the awl, needle in my left hand to my right, then the needle in my right hand back through the very same hole to the left.
Dennis Knight operates the Village Leather Shop. As was the case nearly 200 years ago, he not only sells leather goods, but does custom work as well.
You know, I do a lot of what I would call historical reproductions. And the lady that was just here brought me an 18th century belt buckle.
You pack them in, like so. Then you change your pedals.
Many of the original businesses are open for tours, including the original village doctor's office. There's the town print shop, a general store, as well as the one-room schoolhouse.
One of the most popular books in the early 1800s would have been Noah Webster's spelling book.
There's a lot to see and plenty to do. It really is like stepping back in time. And if you get hungry, hey, there are a lot of choices here. We got a deli, and of course one of the more popular is the Warehouse Steak and Stein. They have everything from incredible sandwiches to dinners you won't forget.
Roscoe Village is a beautiful place to visit. Lots of things to do, shops, restaurants, historic tours. It's a great way to spend a day or two and really relax and enjoy yourself. It is truly worthy of a one-tank trip.
Just let your mind go back and remember how life was in the good old days.
And the best part is, it's just a one-tank trip. David Moss, Fox 8 News.